Hi guys, welcome back to Return of the Nerd. Today we're going to talk specifically about the Black Series, the new items that have been shown to us over the last couple of weeks, and there are a lot. First of all, can you please go down and hit that subscribe button? Do it now. Right, done? Right, let's carry on. Okay, we've got Ahsoka, Basil, Cassian Endor. We've got Dedramira, Jewel of the Fates, Enoch 2-pack, Greedo and the Yoda 2-pack, Hammerhead, IG-11 with Baby Grogu, the Imperial Commando, I think that's his name, from Season 3 of The Mandalorian. We've got the Stap vehicle with Roger Droid, Thrawn, Vanestra, and Pipelines. Holy moly. So again, like I said in my last video, the vintage collection review, very happy. I'm a happy collector, and I'm also a happy seller as well, because when I see you've made an effort, then I know I'm going to make money, and also I'm going to make the collectors happy too. So everything's a win-win situation, which is what it should be. You scratch my back, Hasbro, and I'll scratch yours, and I'll help you to move your merchandise. That's the way it goes. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about, actually, is waves. And I am sick of them, and I think that they are obsolete, and they are completely unnecessary. We need to get rid of this whole concept of there being a wave. And recently we had the Acolyte figures. We had 6 in one Hasbro case, and then actually no, we had 8 because we doubled up on May and Osha, right? And those 2 are the peg warmers, right? So when you do that, Hasbro, retailers and sellers like myself, we will order the bare minimum, or sometimes 0. Like, I don't want any at all, and that's not good, because now the wholesalers are stuck with just like, you know, hundreds of cases, and begging people, please take them from me. It's like, no. It's like, you know, it's like hot potato. You go, no, don't give it to me. And it's not just the Acolyte, okay? It's any wave at all, okay? I'm not picking on Acolyte. Like, usually the waves, you get 1 or 2 that are like, oh, I gotta have that figure so hot. Oh my god, did you, oh my. And then the rest are just like, meh. And then and obviously like 2 of them are like, over my dead body, peg warmer. So this conundrum, like, sellers now, I found most of them will not break up the wave. So when you go online, you have to pre-order the entire wave. And that's not good for collectors. Like, hey, I really want, I only want Master Soul, but I'm not really interested in the other characters. Oh, sorry, can't help you. You need to buy 06. You're like, what? And yeah, it's getting, like, over the last, I'd say, 6 months, this is now become the norm for online sellers, especially in Taiwan, and I've seen a lot of other people doing it in other countries as well. The sellers are so afraid now of peg warmers that they just will not split them up, and this is not good for business, and this is not good for the collectors. So the better way to, like, I don't know why we have to have a wave system anyway. I just feel this was it worked for a short while because it's nostalgic. You know, back in the 70s and early 80s, when we had the whole action figure craze thing going on, and we were kids and we were young, and this concept of wave 1, wave 2, oh my god, even Kenner, you know, the 3.75 Kenner Star Wars, they have waves. But obviously if you walked into a toy store, you don't have to buy every figure in that wave. You can just pick and choose whatever you want. But now it's become an adult obsession. It's an adult collectible market, and these figures are very expensive, and they're usually, well, there are less and less in toy stores now, like Target, Walmart, etc. I feel in the future these are only going to be sold online. or at like very specialist adult collectible physical, brick and mortar stores, and they're the only places that you'll be able to find them in the future. So this whole concept of a wave, I feel like was good marketing. It made sense for a short time, but now it's complete. The whole concept is obsolete, and we need to stop this. And I'm also, because the last couple of years, Hasbro have been going through transition, and I feel like, is this a wave or is this not a wave? And I can't really tell. Like before, it was very, very clear. They would actually announce this is wave, and then there will be a number for the wave. This is wave 55 in the Black Series, and you've got this, this, and this, and it was very clear. But now it's not so clear. I think I don't even know people. Like in Hasbro, they're not even using this word anymore, like waves. So I feel they're trying to phase it out. I think they should just stop it immediately. No more waves, just stop. A lot of collectors will be very happy if you did that, and the sellers will, they would praise you. I will praise you. Each action figure should, in a perfect world, come by itself. So a Hasbro case with 6 or 8 figures should all be the same character, okay? And then you would find sellers and retailers ordering vast amounts from you, Hasbro, and you would not have garbage mountains and leftover stock. Also, recently I know that you have been doing that with, like for example, Kiyaki Mundi was doubled up with Phase 1 Clone Trooper. For me, that's acceptable. That's an acceptable risk. The Phase 1 Clone Trooper did not sell very well, but it's an okay figure, and I don't mind to have that in my store because eventually they will sell out, and I feel happy. So let's say, for example, I order 8 cases. So now I've got, basically 40 Akimundis, and I've got 40, about 40 of the Clone Trooper, which is a reasonable number for a small store. And it's easy to order, and it's easy to stock check as well. Like when you've got a wave, it's a nightmare trying to keep like track of your inventory as well. When you've got all, like waves and all peg warmers flying all over the place, I hate it. I hate waves now. I just don't want any more waves, Hasbro. And on Facebook I found that someone had put this together, and I can't remember who did it. And if you know, please tell me so I can give them credit. But it says, I'm going to put this up on screen so you can see it. Imperial Armored Commando from The Mandalorian Season 3. And the thing is like, it doesn't even say, it just says The Mandalorian, but it doesn't say what. They could have had like Season 1, Season 2, Season 3 under, in that little... in the line under the figure. That would have been nice. And that comes with the new Ahsoka. And then we've got image, and there's like 1, 2, there's like 5. There's all these other images. So I think someone's trying to put this together and try to figure out, is this a wave? So which figures will come with those, and which month will they be released? And they'll be released together. Usually for this kind of intel, I will go to Jason. Yakface, he seems to be the only one that can figure this stuff out, and he's very good at it. He will say, okay, I will message him, and he'll say, the next wave is this box, and you've got blah blah figure and 2 of these, and this one's doubled up, and I'm like, but it's really, I shouldn't have to keep going to Jason for this information. Hasbro, you should be releasing this and telling us, and the wholesalers should know too. The wholesalers don't know jack. And then next year, 2025, we've got Basil and Vanestra from Acolyte, and then 3 others in a possible wave. But I don't want that. I don't want waves. I want them in their, like I said before, in their individual Hasbro cases. I would like 6 or 8 of just the same figure, or like, I know that August is like already, today I'm doing this video, it's Wednesday, so I think like August the 1st is tomorrow, okay? And by the time you guys see this video, it will be already be August. And I've pre-ordered the Revenge of the Sith Palpatine and the Super Battle Droid, and I'm so in love with those two figures. I can't wait for them to come out. I'm almost like 99.9999999% sure that they will be packaged in the same way as Akimundi and the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. There will be like 4 and 4 in one case, and I'm very satisfied with that, okay? I'm okay with that, and it's easy for me to sell them. It's easy for me to control my stock. I will order more from you, Hasbro, if you continue to do this. But if you keep releasing waves with peg warmers, I will order less and less and less, and sometimes zero. And I think the same can be said for other sellers and other online retailers as well. They probably will feel the same way as me, because we always lose money. It's not good. And Hasbro, you lose money as well. You always lose money when you distribute that way. So I feel like from looking at all the new figures we've got, and also just this year in general, I feel you've raised the bar. You're focusing more on quality and not on quantity, because the last couple of years have been ridiculous, and that's one of the reasons why you've lost so much money, is because you've just been pumping out figures, too many repacks and repaints, and the collectors feel insulted by this and they don't want to collect them. Focus on quality over quantity. I feel there's still a fair amount of figures this year for people to collect. It's enough, it's good. And yeah, the quality is much better, and so these are going to sell. I think Hasbro, you will make a lot more money if you did it this way every single year. And now that you've got that, you know, the quality of the figures are looking better and better, and also the packaging, you've got the windows back in and everyone's really happy. Now is the perfect time for you to change the way you distribute as well. So change the way you market and distribute these figures. Have them in their own individual Hasbro cases, and just keep doing what you're doing, like with Akimundi and the Phase 1 Clone Trooper. But stop with the waves. The waves are the things that really piss off the seller and also the collector as well, because even if a collector 100, like I liked Andor very much. I really love that show so much. Like, oh, I got so much. My heart and my soul was just like torn apart, like watching that. It really was such an emotional roller coaster. But the figures were not that good. And then, you know, it was weird the way that that the Andor figures were distributed, because they weren't really put in any kind of wave, and then all of a sudden the Acolyte comes out and we get like a wave case. Odd. So please don't do that anymore. Anyway, you can tell me how you feel about that in the comment section. If you are a seller and you're watching this, from your point of view, which would you prefer? And also, if you're a collector, which would you prefer? I mean, I don't think you guys like being forced to, no, you have to buy the whole set, all 6, otherwise, you know, you can't have that 1 or 2 figures that you're like, what? Oh, come on. Now I have to search around on the internet for a Master Soul for the next 6 months. Maybe I'll find one, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll be able to find a second-hand one, or one that's been opened. Come on, that sucks. Don't make people like buy the whole bloody set. I think it's unfair, and it's not good customer service. So, but again, that Hasbro is putting the seller in an awkward spot. So Hasbro, you need to set a good example, and you need to stop with what I've just said. All right, let's move on.